Good evening, everybody. We're back with another Lotus League match. We've got Oh My CC versus Abyss Order. Bans already underway. Blastoise is a bully. He needs to be incarcerated. Everything about him is just not okay. The moment they have him have shields on Surf right away would just okay, it was now too much. Low cooldown on ults, on moves, shields on Surf right away, bulky, damage, too much. Can't ban it all. That means Zapdos is free to roam. All hail the banning system. Can't wait for the third bird of prey. I can't wait for Articuno. Put all these players in a frenzy. Yuck. Yeah, it's in April, like the 10th or the 20th, something like that. And don't forget about Meganium. All will be revealed in time.
Lugia.
Ay.
I would love
another big bulky idiot.
Lugia is the parent that yells at his bird children, while who's the other one that's in charge of the mystical beasts?
Yeah, I kind of don't blame them. They had a chance to take out that Lugia and they took it. Good on them. They understood. I can't do anything with him around. I can't stay up. They can't eat junk food. We got to get rid of this guy ASAP.
CC,
he's messing everything up. Good thing going. All right, speaking of a good thing going, I see a Machamp. I see a Latios. This Latios needs stacks. I say it now. But once he gets those stacks, once Latino gets his stacks, justice will reign from above. Hellfire. But on the right side, we got a Umbreon, we got a Slowbro, we got Whack-A-Mole Darkrai, we got Buzzwole, the Arms Champion. Every day is chest day and arms day. Leg day's a myth. I mean, then we got Ninetales. Waiting for its ultimate lane partner, Articuno. About to replace Mamoswine so fast.
Articuno.
About to put Mamo on, no, about to sentence Mamo on the top lane. Hey, I'm best friends with Articuno now. He's you, but better.
Some might say legendary.
Legend, wait for it, Gary.
I used to love that show.
Used to.
Have you met Ted?
That show's great.
I haven't rewatched it in a bit, but I rewatched that show and New Girl a lot.
I used to rewatch How I Met Your Mother a lot back in college. A ton.
Ted is such a hopeless romantic. I didn't like how they did the spin-off though.
Never watched the spin-off.
It's when he has kids and he's like trying to tell like the kids grow up or something like that, and it's just like doesn't make sense.
Oy. Well, let's get this party started. Got Machamp and his Creamsicle heading to the top. Latios and his ever-faithful Guardian Snorlax at the bottom. Cinderace getting those early levels in the center. They're going off against Buzzwole and an Umbreon. Meanwhile, at the bottom, we're going to have Darkrai being the jungler. And then we have Slowbro and Ninetales. Taking a chunk out of that Snorlax. Major damage here. He might be able to get this to care. Just misses it. To the water gun from Slowbro. Back at the top though, the jungler's there. Cinderace, Emperor's having a major buff. That's major damage. Making them back off. Darkrai's gonna be there for the backup though. And we have an Umbreon. He's level 4. And we have all Creamies online. Creamy's out of position. That should be a Dunzo all Creamy. No, not quite. More like a Dunzo Umbreon. The jungler's just lying in wait. And he timed it just right. Oh wait, not well enough though. Two of the members make it out with the skin of their teeth. In fact, they came out with more health. Darkrai's in danger. He's gonna have to back up. There's that Umbreon, not liking to play fair. Cinderace in a bit of trouble. He should be able to make it out of this one. Yes, there he is. Back at the bottom here. Things have stabilized. It looks like... Oh, yeah. Abyss Order won that scuffle. That Lotus has just reached level 5, but you know what that means? It's time to get Eon stacks. There's some right there. His goal is to get at least 100 by the 2-minute mark. Alright, it is 8. That means Regidrago is here. Cinderace is almost a full-fledged Cinderace. He's in a bit of a trouble there. There is an angry Buzzful using him as a battering ram. He's gonna have to back up. Just wait! He spit on him. There he goes. KO. Regidrago has been claimed by Abyss Order. They're now moving towards the bottom. Latino's taking his time to get those stacks, and he's getting those stacks. Hey, Gamblet, you need stacks, buddy. Yep, you need some stacks. Gonna take some time. He is a late game scaler after all with that mechanic. But in the meantime, Abyss Order's gonna enjoy all this free farm. Score is 24.92. So far, so good for Abyss Order. They're gonna lay claim to this Reggie at the bottom. We're gonna find out what it is in about a second. It is Reggie Steel. That is an attack buff. Attack and special attack. That means Reggie Leggy's gonna be up top. Darkrai's gonna defend it by himself. He's doing a good job. He picked up a KO and a choke. This team needs to sword this Darkrai. It's only gonna get worse. They're kind of just spinning the wheels here. Tunis is now trying to rip this objective. Should have been doing it about 10 seconds ago. He's gonna... Oh, he almost got ulted for it, but he faint right out of that. To live to fight another day. Secured by the Snorlax. Good stuff. Buzzful going in. There's the Darkrai. He's looking straight at that Cinderace. He knows who we want. Major damage, hey, the AO. These Draco meters are starting to add up fast. No, that's with the heavy slams. He is brave. I like it. He's got to be brave. Down goes for choke. Trying to suplex a Darkrai for his troubles. Trying to get super effective damage here. Major damage on the Buzzwole there. Buster Purge and Draco Meter is no joke. Everything is adding up. Yeah, Oh My CFC definitely has a range advantage, and it's showing it's showing very apparently. That Snorlax is almost, sorry, that Slowbro's almost level 9. There it is. He's looking to unleash it. But Champ is also level 9. There's the all creamy ult. Got to sustain her team. Finish is in a bit of trouble here. Oh, he got Darkrai ulted. No, it fizzled out. KO on the Darkrai. All my CC's ahead of in this scuffle. Yep. I didn't know any better. I'd say Latios has like at least 75 Eon stacks.
He's just going at it. He's
No,
like,
I think he has at least 100. He's finished. It's all just straight damage from here. Oy, oy, oy. Good job. Oh, it's at 5. Nope, he has at least 75. 6 meters, that means he's at least 100. Okay. But still, he's on excellent pace. Gonna have a little Ninetales, I believe, securing Reggie Ice at the bottom. And pick up the KO to Cinderace. This fight up here is going for a long time, and that's not good for Abyss Order. That means more stacks for Latios. Darkrai ulting the Alcremie here. Darkrai's level 12. That's good levels. There's a Machamp ult. He caught a body. So did Buzzwole. But down goes Buzzwole. Pink. Couldn't get the pickup on a Alolan Ninetales. They tried it, but they couldn't quite get it. Alcremie and Sludge doesn't have the firepower to deal with it. And down they go. Abyss Order, holding up the front. You know, fights up here don't really last this long in this league. At least like several minutes. I mean, there's there's that ult on Latios and the mean look. He got wiped off the face of the earth. Try again in your next life, sonny boy. So like Slowbro trying to get this score in. But it's all distractions for Darkrai ripping the objective, the Regieleki up top. His rip isn't very fast, so it's gonna take a while. Mean look on the Snorlax. Duplex on the Umbreon, but Umbreon wishing for damage reduction. But Cinderace is not going to take that line down. There is the Meteor's Justice Rings for a punch. That Snorlax got squeezed so hard it died. Meanwhile, Cinderace can now finish this Regieleki. Thanks for summing it up for me. Much appreciated. Suplex, Heavy Slam, Cross Slap, Meteors. What a wombo combo. Darkrai even got out of that. And guaranteed KO. Executed. Buzzwole going on a tear. He's going to get shoved to the locker. Gonna have to pay for that one. Don't forget your parting gift. There goes Cinderace at 213. Uh-oh. It's okay. Abyss Order can't really rip objectives or secure them like that. They're just kind of have to play their lead that they have here. 50 to 132. It is definitely one-sided, at least for now. It's time for the Groudon fight. Everyone but Buzzwole has their ults. Darkrai is right there, and uh-oh. Inside by Tsukiyomi, I control space, time, and even mass. Down goes Latios. There's the Machamp. No, oh, that Cinderace ult was huge. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Like,
oh no. Oh, not Machamp. No. Machamp.
Not the Machamp. Oh. Never mind, I spoke too soon.
Yep.
Now it's just out left. I would start ripping it, y'all. Like, y'all have no rip.
They don't have rip. Backcapping's actually the right move.
Go, Darkrai, go!
These are guaranteed scores here. Now it's 50 to 38. Now, PC must rip the objective. Yep, back up Cinderace. You're gonna have to deal with this Buzzwole. That's right. Start ripping away. Alright, there's another guy right there. Uh-oh. Cinderace, good. Start ripping it. You created passivity. That's good. Yeah. Latios ult securing. Yep, very good. Who's got the secure here? Justice reigns from above. Alright. AOs, you got 30 seconds. You got to score 300 points. Uh-huh. One more up top. You need one more score. Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, you win. I wouldn't say perfect though, but well done by Oh My CC. Not enough of a gap was created from Abyss Order. They did play the initial Groudon fight correctly. They backcapped, but they just didn't backcap quite hard enough. Had the right idea. An adjustment in a situation like that I would like to see next time is they're gonna have to start bush camping like the enemy jungle and waiting for the Cinderace. Cinderace is how this team makes it back in, as you saw. Latios did help out a bunch too. He had all his stacks early, and he was just doing major damage. He ran Luster Purge instead of Telekinesis. It's an interesting choice. He's foregoing the defense for straight offense. Paid off this time. He was well protected enough from his Snorlax. So they were confident. It showed. Final score is 514 to 318. Not without difficulty. MVP is going to be the Latino himself, Latios. 9 KOs, 3 assists, 86 overall rating. Let's see these damage numbers. Yep, 78k, appropriate numbers. He's got those stacks early and only took 28k damage himself. Let's see an adjustment made by Abyss Order. They played it very well until the very end. It was a minor macro mistake. Can be easily adjusted for.
This time I have someone with Rip, guys. At least one.
I wouldn't even say necessarily that. Just they gotta really hone in on the guy who can rip. Darkrai understood that, but Darkrai went in by himself. Buzzle understood that too, but Buzzle went in by himself. Timing is key. They had the right idea, they just didn't collectively do it. Alright, let's get these picks in the way. This one is going to take the second pick and keep the same map. So let me do the switch. Checking out Chad here. Latino low-key at good Eon power. Yep. He had well over 100. He was pounding that. Oh my god. You did not want to be on that spot on the map. Whatever's on that spot got deleted. Mom, there goes that man. Yes, Luster Purge does pretty much increase the damage of the primary move, so he traded the safety of Telekinesis for the raw power provided by Luster Purge. Damage, damage, damage. One way to manage your health is to just do a lot of damage. Which is the true meaning of a good defense is a strong offense. All right, waiting for the second go-ahead from Abyss Order, then we can get started. Wonder what fans they're gonna go for this time around. Lotus wouldn't be a bad ban, but like, there's so many just devastating attackers and mages that like, I wouldn't use up a ban on Latios. So I'd try to like, they already had a speedster. To kind of deal with it. They just probably need more focused dive.
Facts. Because, like, when you think of Darkrai, he's kind of like a slow dive.
He's a slow dive. And
I love my boy Darkrai, but
and
like,
it's kind of just him. Buzzle was there diving, and then Buzzle did do a good job. I think they just need like one more engager. Who was the defender for the team? I'm trying to remember. It was right. It was Umbreon. Umbreon's not really a diver. Yeah, sure, it could run up and do a mean look, but it might die doing that, which eventually it did. Umbreon's more of a babysitter. If you want to like a engager, think of like a Mamoswine, Snorlax, or a Blastoise. But those are my 2 cents. Let's get started here. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Speaking of focus dive, let's get this Blastoise off the board. And we'll get the other lane bully and Psyduck. Get him out of here. These mons feel like they've been modded into this game. They don't feel fair. too strong too early. Get him out of here. There's the Zapdos, man. Wait, okay, good. Zapdos wasn't even affected. Don't even ban it. There's another bully Pokemon. There's just Blissey. It just says, you can't hurt me or my friend. Now what? There's the Moltres ban. Come on, guys. Come on, cuz. Be cool. I want to see Moltres in his league just once. I just want to see Moltres once at your expense. Speaking of a lane bully, there is Suicune. Look at all these sensible bans. But here's the thing about bans. You can only ban so much. It's just too much raw power in this minute. Too much. Too much things to account for. Such as Surfetched. And Latios. Ah, they took the Latios. That's a good way to deal with it. Take it for yourself. Hey, you do that, we'll just, I think you think Venusaur is a good counter pick. Latios kind of has to walk up and then activate its move. It's a mid-range mage. Mid-range attacker. One mid-range attacker deserves another. There is the Delphox. Next pick coming in, it might be a Mega Lucario. Mega Lucario is still a very good bomb. The only difference since the patches, it can't get free resets off of close combat off of non-player characters. It has to fight people to get the reset. Fair enough. Last two picks going to All My CC. Looks like they're going to stick with Cinderace, I'd imagine. Cinderace is doing a very good job as an ADC. Attack damage carry. Flipping the devastating results of the previous game into their favor. Making that last victory possible. And it's going to be accompanied by a Blissey. Perhaps a Gravity. Stopping that dive from that Lucario. We gotta wait and see. Last pick, Nightwolf. Yep, they're gonna have an ADC of their own and a sniper at that if they go that moveset. Maintaining the range advantage. What interesting comps. You'd love to see it. Now, if I had to say,
all the picks from both teams. Good job, guys.
I will say, I think overall, a big order absolutely passes the damage check, and they have a bit more damage overall. The main factor is going to come down to how well Alolan Vulpix can manage to get those Eon stacks. It could go Draco Meteor, or it could go the safer and more consistent Dragon Pulse. Up to him. Or her. Up to them. Up to Latino.
Up to the Latino.
Yep, Moltres is legal this week and onward. It's been at least a week. It's out of ban jail. People can unleash it. All right, let's get it started once again. Gotta have a Surfetch and a Clefable heading toward the top. Fennekin and Crossos heading towards the bottom. They're gonna be going up against Latios and Slowbro as a Slowpoke currently. Let's see who gets this secure. That's gonna be Fennekin. Good stuff. Back at the top, we have Surfetched. I don't know if this is the stacking Surfetched. This is definitely a stacking Lucario. But he's gonna buy his time. Farm up. Farm takes priority. Not only are you getting yourself low, you're also denying the opponents their levels. Most important. Both jugglers are heading towards the top, getting into position. That is a massive crit on that leak. It did over 1,000. He's only level 4. Ay, ay, ay. All right. AO posting up in that top bush. I don't think anyone knows he's there yet. Yep, there's that leak damage. Yep. Leaf Blade cutting down the Decidueye. PC wins this exchange. Back at the bottom. Ah. PC winning the bottom too. So far, at least. They're both level 5 first. Good stuff. Vulpix is going to have to back up. This level 5 is a priority, and he needs it. Slowbro understands he's summoning. He's going to leave that farm all by himself to reach level 5. No splitting the experience. He's going to get positioning towards top, actually, it looks like. Drago's going to spawn here in a few seconds. Back towards the top. He's making a push for top. It looks like he's been called over. Let's get the numbers advantage. Let's wall these guys. They're not getting into this pit for free. The Decidueye lying in wait. Yep, they isolated one. Just missed the snipe shot. Surfetch getting 30 points in, almost level 7. Doesn't quite have his dash move to get out of here. That's a KO. Yep, and there's a snipe shot. Another KO, Cliff Fable. Russell can't do much. He's gonna have to back up here. Looks like he's gonna try to go down with the ship, getting a X-Scissor towards his team in Cinderace. Yep, there's another Righteous Rock Tomb. There's the Leaf Blade. Major damage. That should be, yep, double KO. There goes Vaporeon. Now begins the assault. Cinderace, please. It's time to rip an objective. Yeah, this Crustle is going ham. Rock you, excellent. Giving this team a chance. And he's giving his teams a lot of chance. There's the hero on Reggie Rock. Will they continue this assault? Down goes Crustle finally, but he's done more than enough. We're going to leave both attackers from each respective team to get levels at bottom. In fact, let's check on bottom. Oh. Almost level 9, I see. Delphot. Going, I believe, Mystical Fire and Fire Blast as the moveset. Always quick on their feet. There's the ult. Get away, this is mine. Oh, Cinderace secure? No, it actually, he was aiming for the Latino. Good stuff. PC making an assault towards his bottom pad. They're getting scores in. There is the Decidueye ult. Massive suppressive fire. Not quite enough, though. The ult is already over. Reggie Lakey walks in, making this gold defenses, and there goes that pad, but there goes Cinderace. All right, plenty of farm left on the map. PC's already on it. They're going to have a Delphox ult soon once again. That ult cooldown is low. I believe it's 83 seconds? Less than 89. That's without farming. He already, yep, they already have it. Back at the top, getting more of this farm. Getting the Elduino, getting the Altaria. There is that massive Rock Tomb and an X-Scissor. He didn't want to quite ult yet. The damage wouldn't be quite there, and damage wasn't ready, but that was a good opportunity for Rumble Rouser. We have Latios. You're gonna need some stacks here, buddy. That's a good one right there. Gotta keep it up. Score is currently 198 to 66. Surfetch making an engage. There's another Leaf Blade cutting down the Decidueye once again. Yep, there is all on the pad. Reduced healing. And damage. Another meteor. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got at least 50 Eon stacks. But there he goes. There goes Vaporeon. DC's like, all right, time for the jungle. What you got? I see this blue buff. I'm going to commandeer. This one is mine. Russell here being a bully towards this Decidueye in his farm. Might take it, and oh, he almost got it. Recalling the Rock Tomb actually does do damage. Just mistimed it. It's now about 4 minutes in, or 4 minutes left, I should say. Surfetch is on the case for Regieleki. We got Clefable providing vision. Lucario's gonna have to back up. He's completely outnumbered and it's sealed off with the Rock Tomb. Towards the top here, the Decidueye is getting KO'd. He got triple pushed up top. Reducing the lead. Score is 235 to 146. They're gonna have to recall. The major assault's been happening. There is Lucario ult, I believe the first time. Yep, down goes Clef. Ultra flying here. Yep. Down goes Crustle. This is a dead push. Laser beam. Down goes Delphox. Now it's our turn to make an assault. We're charging this pad. No? Yeah, I would back up. There's a Regidrago if you're into that sort of thing. There's some more universal experience. This Latino, this Latios wants to go Draco Meteor and Telekinesis. Like the safer moveset. Alright, clock is winding down. It is 2:25. Almost time for almost time for Groudon. Uh-oh. That's a Rock Tomb. Just got the KO. Yep, there it is. What a time to get KO'd. It's now about 2:10. PC's taking full control of the Groudon pit. It won't be easy to get in. They're gonna have to really rely on these snipe shots from the Decidueye. All right, and engage is about to happen very soon. Russell's looking for a way in. Uh-oh, there's a Surfetch ult getting ulted by Snowbro. The engage has happened. It has begun. Major damage going here. Lotus is gonna have to back up. He's in major damage, so Snorlax is gonna have to. Slowbro's gonna have to pay the price. Uh-oh, there is that Rock Tomb. Righteous Rock Tombs here. He's always on mark. On top of the Decidueye. The Decidueye is very distracted, and he's gonna get sealed off. There it is. Shing, 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 KO! Yup. Oh, my CC on the rise. Yup. Heading down to the pad. They got the Groudon buff. Move out of the way. We're scoring here. Be gone. There's that Rock Tomb. Where do you think you're going? Get out of here. Be gone. Latios. Not enough stacks to deal with all of this. Speak of, does that 3,000 damage? He got sliced in half. Gonna need flex tape for that one. I just saw this Latios in half. Yep, clock's winding down. This game is all but over. Everyone's just getting their damage in. Second game's gonna go to Oh My CC. Set will be 2-0 in this 3 out of 5. Ouch. That was a big soccer ball.
It's pretty good in Cinder.
Yup. Maybe they have to ban the Cinder, which is a wild statement. Final score 811 to 146. MVP is the Blaine Bruiser, the one and only Crustle. 3 KOs, but more importantly, 18 assists. He had those Rock Tombs on lock. He had those choke points created on lock. He had those X scissors on lock. No one could escape. Sign of a good defender. Checking out this battle data. We have enter the Delphox, 117,000 damage dealt. Let's go. Excellent damage here. Clef with the 108k healing. And let's not forget Night Wolves, 102k damage dealt. Just wasn't enough. He was the primary damage dealer, and he dealt good damage, but Latios was falling behind here. Not enough damage to make CC passive. Oh, hey, maybe Luster Purge and Draco Meteor was the way. Maybe it was the way. Best Order's gonna have to find a way to back into the set coming into this next game, or that's gonna be it for the set. Let's see what they do.
Yep, they want the same pick and map, and they are ready to go.
Same pick, same map. Checking out the chat here one more time. Umbra was talking about some unnecessary ban on Surf Etched. Yeah, that Surf Etched was cleaving that Decidueye in half any chance it got. I just sawed this bird in half.
Slice.
Slash, slash, slash. Waiting for the go-ahead from Abyss Order, and then we can get started. Well, they're ready. We're just waiting for it looks like, yeah, CC. Yep, they're ready to go. Let's get started. Well, we're an attacker meta, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means. When attackers on the rise, so are speedsters. Speedster stocks go up. We're just gonna need some speedsters. That's what they're built for. That is their dynamic. Let's believe in this dynamic. Let's bleed into this dynamic. I want to see some speedsters. I want to see some Zero Auras. I want to see some Gengars. I want to see some Dora Arcs. I want to see some Dodrios. See what Abyss Order has. Oh, there's that Surfetch ban. Get him out of here. That leak is too sharp. You get one more ban, use it wisely. They're not gonna give back that Latios. Understandable.
No Latino for you.
Hey, look, another dangerous attacker. I saw Greninja. That's an attacker and a speech. So many good attackers. All right, there's the Blissey. Uh-oh. Yep. You let the egg go through. Punish for your hubris. You don't want to ban these guys? We're going to take these guys. You don't want to take these guys? We're going to take these guys. They can't ban at all. This is the point of draft.
Power of learning Pokemons.
The point of draft is you better know your matchup. You better know your matchups, absolutely. What bond do you have for the job? What bond do you have for what job? No one size fits all. Gonna pick him a champ, which is a good choice. Just run in there and grab somebody, and we'll work from there.
Oh, no Greninja?
Oh, Greninja this time around. That's totally fine. Let's see what attacker Vulpix is gonna land on this time around. This team's attacker. Gonna land on Vulpix herself. Right, back to CC. All right, we're gonna land on a Snorlax. All right, They're gonna land on a Cinderace. Alright. That team is complete. Basically the team for the first game, except they have a Blissey now. It's even better than before. Alright. Last pick going to Abyss order. Let's see what they're gonna land on. It better be good. It better be damn good.
Oh.
Oh, it is damn good. Final preparations underway. Adjustments have been made. Now it's just time to execute. Final preps are done. It's time to load in. Now, they got 2 Eevees on their team, sorry. I believe they should make the Leafeon the jungler. Get it some of that jungle. It doesn't need all of it. Get it some of that jungle right away. Get in there and start messing things up. We need some momentum now. Match is now underway. Let's see where everyone is going. Yep. You know who's in the jungle, too.
The bunny versus the dog.
Yeah, let's see how this plays out. Okay, Poron needs to be level 4 yesterday. Waiting for these 920 Zatus. Gonna appear in about a second. Let's see who gets what. There's that helping hand. Cross chop secure. There's some of that form. Cinderace is here, but so was Leafeon. Didn't get all of its jungle. Gonna be a very aggressive here. There's some damage. But only if Machamp was there. That could have been a KO. There's that eject. Don't even take any more damage. Retain your life. Let's see who's gonna win this one. 850 Beast time. Who gets this farm? Cross chop. Good. Leafeon going in. Good damage. Alright. Bit of a stalemate. Back at the bottom. There's that Muddy Water. Abyss orders winning this exchange. That Vaporeon's level 5. Alright. Things back in order. Now, I will say, Abyss Order, they scale first, they scale early due to their Mon selection. But in terms of the late scaling department, that late game firepower, they're going to be pretty lacking here. This team definitely relies on getting an early lead and maintaining it. Right now, they're just breaking even. See how that turns out. Plus, while getting its stacks in, something Machamp should be doing right now. Trying to fight for this objective. It's Regidrago. It's been over 15 seconds and Regidrago's still alive, but that's about to change. Oh man, the Delphox secure. How do you do that? Leafeon's at the bottom, almost level 8, but not quite. This is a very vulnerable Mon. Cinderace is honing in. There's a heavy slam. Yep, there it is. What do you think you're going? You try to back cap? You try to get in my house when no one was looking? You're gonna get punished for that. Oh, my CC primarily focusing on Mono objective, which is not a Regieleki. Regieleki's up top. But they're choosing to fight for it. There's still a lot of farm available. Delphox has got to rotate into the jungle to become more online. It needs to become level 9. Alright, now we just have a poor providing vision and providing some stuns for the team. Not time to quite engage yet. They're gonna have to really rely on... Oh, there's Leafeon with the ult, ejecting in. Just into the objective. There's the Fate. Can't quite get a hit on Cinderace. He's gonna have to try again later. Alright. Fight begins here. Major damage on the Blissey. No follow-up, though. They're gonna have to back up. There's more farm available. We're gonna take it. We need level 8s. We scale early. Back at the top, we got Machamp, or as Machoke versus Buzzwole. Buzzwole's definitely in the lead here. Level 8 versus Machoke's level 7. Machoke has no farm available. What? There's some right there. That means Buzzwole's gonna go for this objective. We're gonna check back on them later. Back at the bottom, a play is being made here. Ultra flying, and that's major damage for CC. And Abyss Order taking over. 4v2. Delphon's gonna have to back up here. There's the Alcremie ult. Yep, this push is going through. Oh, Snorlax says, this push is going through. Get off my pad. Buying enough time for a backup to arrive. Cinderace does not look pleased. There's that Blaze kick in. KO on the Vaporeon. Sorry. KO on. Oh, no. Oh, Ninetales and Leafeon. What a Uno reversible push here. That block was huge. Buzzwole getting nice and strong up there. Getting some protein powder. Getting some amino acids. Getting some Aeol's energy. Scoring a bunch. Getting more stats in. Then we still don't have him a champ. This isn't good. He's going to have to figure something out. There's another Delphox ult. Being a one-man army. Pushing that entire team back. Cinderace is like, all right, let's make a play for top here. Let's get rid of this Machoke before he becomes a Machamp. Get off this pad. We're scoring for you. You did some math here. Machamp run away, become 9, become huge. Oh, it's too late. He needs one piece of farm. Just one piece. Just one piece. No!
Not the bunny, the farm, Machamp. The farm.
This game is scrappy. Only one pad has been lost. Score is 107 to 25. At the top here, Cinderace is going to have to back up here. Can't quite do much. It is a 2v1. Scratch that, make it a 2v2. Backing up once again. Leafeon can't quite make a play. He's stuck in the flex zone here. Not letting this 40 go in. Fancy doing the Lord's work here. Cinderace is coming back. No, Cinderace is like, let that pad go. We need more farm anyway. Agreed. There's that Blizzard. And secure from the Buzzwole, though. And down goes Alolan Ninetales. There's that block again. We're scoring this. You can't stop what we're cooking. Yep. Major scores going through. Frenchie Lake is walking down. Buzzwole's going to back up and try to catch this one. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's going to go through the community jungle. The champion's coming through the back. It has an ult. Let it rip. Let it rip. Let it rip. No, wait, it's 255. Don't let it rip. Ignore me. I was just excited for this Machamp to do something. I was just so excited for this Machamp, who's level 10. At the 240 mark, you're going to need... I'm going to get that boy a sandwich. That boy looks starved. That Buzzwole was starving it out. It's okay. Just one good Machamp ult is all you need. That's crazy to think about. Think about it. You play through the entire game, you can only ult one time. One singular time. Better make it count. What's going on over here? Vaporeon getting a sneaky back angle. Out of vision too. Well, smartly backing off. Vaporeon means follow-up. There's that safeguard. Making the approach safe a little bit. Oh, my CC doesn't have to touch this objective at all. But they're going to cause Abyss Order to make a move. There's all these mons in the back flank. The Chank is looking for somebody. Cinderace is like, I'm out of here. See you later, Delphox. And he eject to a wall. There's the engage from the Vaporeon, and it has begun. Let's see the result of this. There's that block once again. You can't get through me. I'm the wall. Nothing can make me fall. Oh. Those ults fizzled out. Everyone kind of broke even here. But that's something Abyss Order couldn't afford. Down goes Vaporeon, and it's just gonna get worse. There's that block. Down goes Alolan Ninetales. There's suplex. No follow-up, though. Down goes Machamp. That all creamy. And now, Leafeon. Oh. This is quite a set here. Now it's all but over. Time to wrap it up. I just like to imagine that Bozo literally picked up Groudon and suplexed it. Imagine that, Amy. A tiny bug picking up that big red dinosaur. Yep. That's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
A 30 and a handshake. Final score 318 to 106. Oh, my CC is this set's champion. 3-0. MVP this time is the Buswolf. 4 KOs, 3 assists, 84 overall rating. Just biding its time, getting stacks, getting farm, getting levels out top by itself for the most part. Beat Machamp in one-on-one combat. It showed. Champ couldn't really do much. As for the rest of the team, yeah, they got their early scales, but they couldn't generate enough advantage to do anything with it. And then when CC finally got their levels, well, you know what happened next. Check out the damage numbers here. The standout number here is Delphox 97k. Good stuff. Constant pressure. But let's not forget, I think the MVP in all our hearts is that Snorlax. All those heavy slam and wall plays, displacing the enemy's positioning, especially that Alcremie, all that bottom pad, that was hot. I love me a good Snorlax. That puts the whole team together. Puts it all together. Let's see if we can get an interview here with CC. Gonna have all my CC here in about a moment to do this interview.
Hello.
Looks like they're arriving. Good stuff to you guys. Congratulations on the set win.
Thank you.
Wasn't too difficult from what I could see.
No, we did great. Yeah, we did great.
You guys did great. So, we could start with some pressing questions. I see, well, as you know, Moltres was legal this week, but we constantly saw a Moltres ban. Let's talk about that. How do you guys feel about Moltres right now?
We don't really, it's like when we played in a ladder sometimes, and we saw like, okay, Moltres is really bulky, it's really hard to take down, and we haven't really faced Moltres because this is like the first thing we've done where Moltres has been legal. So, we didn't know really how to deal with it. So if we don't know how to deal with it, we just ban it, honestly. Because
Yeah,
we
if
don't
you
really
don't
know
know like how to deal with it, it's harder to go against it. Yeah. that's what-
Flawless logic. Can't argue with
And,
that.
like, the thing was that like if I was dealing with a Voltress top lane, I feel like it'd be really hard to deal with. I mean, especially considering I was playing a lot of like early scale top laners, for sure.
Somebody put me on Cinderace Steel. Sorry.
Bro,
Cinder
look, Cinder looks so good against every team. What do you mean? I think it was forever.
That actually brings us to the next question I have for you guys. Yeah, Cinderace isn't a very popular pick, but due to the buff it has, it's been doing really well. I personally like it a lot. Let's how do you guys feel about Cinderace right now?
Cinderace, it counters a lot of the things that are like really good in the meta right now. Such as it's really good against like Mega Lucario. It's good against Machamp. It's actually like the thing with Cinderace is that like Surfetch kind of like sucks against A-pressers a lot. That's one thing I've noticed when I'm playing that Mon extensively.
I'd imagine A-Princess with like actual like good like mobility options.
Yeah, with good mobility options. And like the other thing is that like what you can do with Cinderace, especially if they have like say a Leafeon or they had a Darkrai on one game, we can literally just you can Fade Attack the ult, you can Blaze Kick the ult on Darkrai as well.
Cancel the Blaze Kick.
You can just like completely cancel.
Oh, the Blaze Kick actually stuffs the ult attempt?
On Darkrai, yeah, because unstoppable. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because if you like, if you see him ulting, you can just Blaze Kick his face, and then you just can't do shit.
Yeah, like on the way over, he's unstoppable. And he's only vulnerable like after he lands. True.
Yes.
Good point.
Yes.
Didn't
If you
think
time
about
this
that
correctly,
interaction.
You block that. You don't even need to use Fate on Darkrai for that interaction, but if you can, if you want to. But yeah, that's one thing about Cinderace. It's really good at like it's very self-sufficient, to say the least. Like it has a lot of escape options. It has a literal iframe. I think it's just really good against. Yeah. One thing is that like they pick things that like can really do well against A-pressers do really well into. Like they love picking A9, which as we know is a mid-range stun attacker. So after it uses its cooldowns, it kind of just dies.
Yeah, that's very true.
Easily.
Meteors.
So,
And let's talk about these defender picks. I saw a lot of Crustles. I saw a lot of Snorlax. It seems like those two are very popular mons in you guys' team. Let's talk about that for a bit. I love to see me some good Crustle. I love to see me some good Snorlax. How does those two mons fit into your guys' team dynamic?
so it really helps us with the whole like idea of like, you know how we're gonna just A-press them with Cinder, and we're just gonna have our bot laner just hit them with the insane spells. So what we do is that like we just use those to make it a lot easier, because cross the walls just make that way easier and just completely displaces them. It also can like bait ejects, which are crucial in those fights.
Rock Tomb just forces an option every time.
Exactly. And what ends up happening is we end up baiting out the rejects like right before like a Groudon fight, and that makes our Groudon fight miles easier, because they really have no way of repositioning otherwise for some of the attackers they have picked, like A9 or I think they had Desi at one point.
Yeah, Rock. Yeah, I saw that Desi was just on red alert constantly. Rock Tomb just always makes a gap, a choke point, if you will, no matter where it is.
Exactly.
So Desi just kind of had to just hold that.
It's just such a good move. It just forces people to react in a way that like, especially if you like cross the wall correctly, what you can do is you can try to like bait them to like walk a certain direction, and it gets them in a bad spot, and you can easily just punish that.
Yep, agreed. And Snorlax is fundamentally the same way. You heavy slam and you block, and then like you must pick an option, or you just get shoved into the locker.
Yeah, you just block them into a wall.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like that. I like to shout out that play that your Snorlax did. It was a bottom pad defense. It was Alcremie ulted. It had the wedding cake. Everyone was like, all right, everybody push. Snorlax is like, nah, I got this. Pushes everyone off the pad. That push fizzles. That was hot.
You can push Alchemy ult. If you didn't know that, you could actually push Alchemy ult with block.
Yeah, there's certain ults you can actually just push away. So I didn't know about that particular interaction because just don't see it super
Yeah.
often because of just nuance, but it's there.
The reason we picked Lax instead of Crustle there is simply because of the Machamp, because you can just block a whole submission pretty easily. Or force a flash, that too. But what ended up happening is I ended up just like trying to hard gap the Machamp top lane for like most of the game. That was my plan, honestly. Just like
Yeah, it worked
trying
out.
to keep him like under leveled.
Yep, Buzzwole definitely does that.
Yeah.
Buzzwole pops up like much earlier. Well, they pop up around the same time, but like they're both the comparable tools. But I do say Buzzwole's like a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, once Machamp's out of submission, it's a lot easier to punish him for sure. Because once he's out of it, I can just grab him. And it takes a long time for him to get it back. It's
Definitely.
like an 8-second cooldown.
Well, good stuff. That's pretty much all the questions I had. You guys just executed, and you guys came to play. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, this will be uploaded to the Twitch. It's gonna be published on Twitch first. So if you want to see it right away, you can. Then it will be exported to the YouTube channel, both the Twitch and the YouTube, where it's gonna be under GX2_Unite. You can look forward to that. Then it's gonna be posted into the VOD channel in this Discord. So it's gonna be there soon.
Yeah, thank you.
And then the bonus thing I do is make clips out of what you guys have been doing today. Look forward to that too.
Oh yeah.
On the
Yeah.
TikTok and the YouTube as well. Also GX2_Unite.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah, look forward to it. Well, that's all the time we have. Congratulations once again to Oh My CC.
Ready to go, bro.
Thanks for stopping by, Galaxy Brains in chat. I'm gonna call it here.
Shout out to my Brawl Stars trio, Light and Sonder.
Yeah, very nice. Well, say goodbye to chat. Good night, everybody.
No, Macy's gone. We're homeless.
Bye, chat. Have a good night.